Till now, we have done basic configuration which is needed for Tata Motors India, and we tested few of the scenarios of a GL account, and also we have tested few of the scenarios AP, AR, and asset accounting. So everything, the basic concepts are working fine. So now what we will do is we will extend the basic components or a basic configuration which we have done to our US as well as the other countries like UK also. So in these sessions, we are going to see how we can extend easily. So one company is already created and how we can migrate all the configuration of that company to another company. Uh, and we'll also post some transactions today or maybe in the next session. So if you have not seen earlier uh, lessons like basic configuration of India and all, I have provided every details in the description. You can go through it. So we have started our company code as Tata Motors India. This is for India. And then we have assumed that Tata Motors US we will configure for USA and Tata Motors UK for United Kingdom. So these are the three company codes we are going to do it. And for India, we have taken financial year as April to March. And for US, what we will do is we will take financial year from Jan to December. And for United Kingdom, we will keep same as India. So this is how the configuration we are planning to do it. So today we'll try to do it for United States and the United States and United Kingdom both, and see like how far we will go today, and if anything is pending, we'll continue on next lectures. Okay, so the first thing we'll try to create US. So US will now, as we already done India, most of the configuration we don't need to do everything in US. What we can do is we can directly copy TMIN to TMUS. Go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG, and now go to enterprise structure, definition, financial accounting, and edit, copy, delete, check company codes. Execute this one. So you have the option of copy, delete, check company code. So double click on it. Here you will not see any option like this. So you have the option of copy. Click on that. Here you have to give your Tata Motors India. So just go through it. You have the option of searching, and you can search from here, and you can drag like this from a arrow keys and get your company code. So we'll go copy this one, Tata Motors India, and I will copy it to Tata Motors US. Just press enter. So it will ask some questions, and you have to read it, and based upon your details, you have to say yes or no. Do you want to copy GL accounts of the company codes of TMIN? Yes, we want. Do you want to apply all the assignment to the controlling areas? Yes, I'm going with same controlling area. Do you want to allocate different local currency to target company code? Do you want to allocate a different local currency to a target company code? Yes. So the currency will be USD. Inconsistency, that is okay. Click on OK. Do you really want to transport the number ranges? Click on yes. And the transfer request has been created. Okay, now here it is asking in the target system, the existing intervals are overwritten with the interval limiters changed and current number stayed on the target system is within the interval limits. That does not exist in the intervals are year specific of a number range or target. More details as in, do you really want to transport to the intervals? Yes. Then do you really want to start with intervals? Yes. Okay, click yes for everything. The number range FAGLPL has a number range object type 5. If the number range objects were to be transferred, it is highly likely to be inconsistent in the number intervals and the target number system and sub-object will wrongly assign to the group. This is why the transfer number range object type 5 or a 6 is not possible for using a function. Maintain org unit number range object manually in the target system if needed. Okay. The number range object GL local has the number range object 5, type 5. This is a number range object where we transported in the highly likely. Okay. It on as company code TMIN copy to TMUS. Okay, so company code has been copied. So after that, we just need to make small basic changes over here. We'll go back and click company code data. Click on position. Now go to TM US. And this is going to be my Tata Motors USA. And it's in New York City. And it is in US. And currency I'm using as USD and save it. Okay, so as per this settings, so we will go with Jan to December as our financial years. So what we will do is we'll go back, close this screen, and there is one option or a transaction code. You can directly go OBY6. Press enter and search for your company code TMUS. So this has been created and you will see here chart of account TMOP is already there and fiscal year variant is V3. So V3 is means what? It is basically from April to March. So we'll go with K4. K4 is calendar year. So we'll go for Jan to December. And you will see here the field status variant and the posting period variant, which is already there, is been came up from what we have. If you want, you can create a separate field status variant, and basically when the fiscal year changes, so it's always recommended to have a different different posting period variant. So we'll save this one. You really want to change the fiscal year variant to TMS and it all assigned to a company code. Yeah. So here it will give you a controlling area related error. So it means that the controlling area which we are going to use. So I will show you that one also. And this is a good important point which SAP has brought up and I also missed. So you cannot make any changes to a fiscal year variant for leading ledger. Okay, I will keep as it is. Why I am saying, I will show that one first. We'll go to transaction code. I need to keep fiscal year variant same as it is because if I go to OKKP and controlling area TMCO. So this is my controlling area. So if I double click on it, so it asks me for two things. So one thing is I need to keep my chart of account same for all my company codes. I need to keep my fiscal year variant same for all my company codes. So that is the reason I cannot change my chart of account and the fiscal year variant if I am going to use one controlling area for all my company codes. So if I see here assignment, so you will see my two company codes which are I have created are appearing. So I cannot change that one. So this is an important point which we have to keep while doing a configuration if business asks for a single controlling area. Now we'll copy again. Our other company code is now US is done. So United Kingdom. Yeah, I will also explain like where we have to set up Jan to December that will come under non-leading ledger. Now what we will do is we'll copy or again from company code to TMIN to TM UK. Click on continue or we can put it as UK, and if it is confusing for us, so what we can do is because for US and UK, for US we are using TS and for UK we are using UK, so it might happen that there is a confusion. So what I will do is Great Britain GB I will use for United Kingdom, so that will not have a same wording kind of wordings, so that will give you a confusion. Great Britain, copy this one. Do you really want to copy the GL accounts? Yes. Do you really copy the assignment number and just controlling area? Yes. Yeah. If you don't want to change your local currencies, do you really want to locate different local currency to the target company? If you want to keep the same currency, you can click on yes, no. So what will happen? I will show you that also. Just timing. Actually, we should have clicked yes here and change the currency to UR or a GBP, whatever company requirement. So let's say no. Yeah, it will come like this. Ignore, press enter. Really want to transport? Yes. Okay. on yes for all. Yeah, as it is a test system and this has been used by many peoples, right? So that is the reason I am ignoring this one. But in real scenario, you will be checking all these warning messages wherever you see questions. So just read it. And if you think that it's a major issue, then we have to fix that issues. But in real scenario, you might not get this kind of errors. So we have copied. Now we'll go again to our company code. Yeah, first thing I will show the controlling area as we are into it. So go to Tata Motors CO controlling area. Just select this one and double click on it. You will see three company codes are assigned to a single controlling area TMCO. Now we'll go to OX02 transaction code, or you can go to path through a path also, that is fine, where we create a company code and give your company code Tata Motors UGB and change the naming Tata Motors to, here you will find GB details. So GB is basically a United Kingdom. So you can give GB for United Kingdom. There is a parent. Okay. So here GB we have given and currency also we need to change. So currency I will keep it as GBP per British pound. If we don't know, then we have the option here. Click on that option and select here what are the three characters used for a particular country specific currency. Now go to address tab here. Yeah, that is fine. And click on the address tab. So here we need to make a changes. So street address, I will put it as London. And then here also postal code, I will put it as London. And here we'll put some fancy number just because I don't exactly know the postal code details here. And I'm randomly putting, but in real scenario, you have to put your proper details. So country, we can put directly GB here, and if required, we can, sorry, just a second. So country, you can put GB here, United Kingdom, and here we need to select the district. So which district, do we have anything for London? something I randomly given any details. Okay, so other details like you have to give the telephone number, fax number, and everything. Give this information. The time zone India is not valid for country region JB. So what we will do is go to address again. So this time zone we need to change it to other central time zone. Check if it is something is equal to London or Great Britain. Let's see United Kingdom, right? So try to find out for United Kingdom, or else we'll give you a central time zone. Okay. I I don't see specifically mentioned for London, or maybe I am missing to see it. Let's take central time zone. So that is applicable for all. In real scenario also we'll go with the central time zone most of the time. CST. Yeah, that is fine. And save it. Now we'll have the arrow keys here. I can move my arrow keys like this, and I will stop here, and somewhere here it should be London. Tata Motors, sorry, it should be Pune, as it's a Tata Motor India. So I want to change it for London. So London, it's sorry, Great Britain or United Kingdom, it will be London. Go to next. So India, that is fine. New York, so we'll go to address. We have not made any changes here. So it will be US. Then do we have anything? For New York, New York. So we have New York here, and we'll change this to New York City. I'm just putting any name here, and it should be 5-digit postal code. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here also we'll use Central Time Zone CST and save this one. So you will see here, these are all changed, and we'll keep it as it is. So this is the important thing. So as you see, like it took around only 10 minutes to create, extend any company code once the company code is been built. Now we'll see what are the things have been copied for US and GB. Go to OBY6. So here, that is one more thing I need to inform you. Like when I click on /n, so it will erase the old transaction, and after putting OBY6, this is my transaction code OBY6, OBY6. So it will open my new transaction. /n is to erase the old transaction and bring my OBY6 screen. And /o if I put, it will open a new page. So we'll not go much into details of it, but you can try like /n and /o options. So just press enter here, then go to position, go to company code, Tata Motors US, and we already saw for US. We'll check for London. So we have same fiscal year, same field status variant, and chart of account. Now the next thing is what we have to do is check for field status variants. So as here we are saying that April to March is my field status variant, and Jan to December is my field fiscal year variant. From Jan to December is my fiscal year variant, April to March is my fiscal year variant, and here also I am saying that April to March is my fiscal year variant. In that case, what we have to do is, so for this one, whatever the field status variant is there, V3 is for leading ledger. 0L is my leading ledger. Okay, so this will remain same. V3 is for leading ledger. This will remain same for all company codes. Okay, but here we are going to use non-leading ledger. So let's say example 2L. 2L is non-leading ledger. So here we don't need a non-leading ledger. So that is what we have decided for India. But here we need a non-leading ledger. Non-leading ledger, let's say 2L. Or maybe we'll directly go and see what is the non-leading ledger we can use. Go back. SPRO, reference IMG, financial accounting global setting, and go to ledgers. Under ledgers, go to ledgers again and define settings for currency types. Here you are going to find a non-leading ledger. So I will go with non-leading ledger 2L. So how you are going to identify whether it is a leading ledger or a non-leading ledger? If checkbox is selected, then it is a leading ledger. If checkbox is not selected, then it is considered as a non-leading ledger and should have ledger type as standard ledger. So here also you will see there is a extension ledger. So if a ledger is having a standard ledger and this checkbox is selected, then it will be considered as a leading ledger, and if it is not selected, then it will be considered as a non-leading ledger. So for our case, we'll put 2L non-leading ledger, 2L non-leading ledger. Here we are going to define Jan to December. We are going to define Jan to December here at 2L ledger. And for April to March, I will keep my same financial year, April to March. Still, I am going to define a non-leading ledger because there are some areas where I want to show valuation differently as compared to India. So I don't want to show valuation same as it is in India. Just an example I will give for our understanding. For India company code, I will consider as 10% depreciation on vehicle. Here I will show 5% depreciation on vehicle, and here I will show 7.5% depreciation. So all these separate things, if I want to capture, so I need to assign non-leading ledger, and through that non-leading ledger, will assign accounting principle. With the combination of accounting principle and the non-leading ledger, I can achieve this type of transaction. So everywhere the purchase of the same vehicle is 10,000 only. Let's say an example that I have purchased vehicle and the value of that vehicle is 10,000. But as per my requirement or my local books, my India books is saying that a vehicle should be deducted at a 10% of depreciation. As per US, they are saying that the same vehicle should be deducted as a 5% depreciation, and for UK or a GB, Great Britain, the depreciation should be calculated at a 7.5%. So this separate valuation can be done in a non-leading ledger with the help of accounting principle and all. Okay, now we'll see. This is one thing. As I have a different Jan to December fiscal year, so I will create a separate posting period variant for my non-leading ledger and for Tata Motors US. Let's go and create separate posting period variant. Somebody kept blank, delete this one and create new entry. Tata Motors US. Tata Motors India. So I will say Tata Motors USA posting period variant for non-leading ledger 2L. Any name which basically I have given just for our trainable, but in short, it should be a proper naming Tata Motors USA for non-leading ledger or anything. It's based upon our requirement. So once this is done, variant, assign the variant to company code. So I am going to keep my variant as it is for my main company code non-leading ledger. So I have to keep this one here. Okay, so you should not be assigning your non-leading ledger variant which we are going to create, which we are creating now here. You can keep as it is for the leading ledger variant. Save this one. Okay, you are not making any changes here. Then open and close posting periods and select your what we can do is we can directly click on maintain all and go to position TMIN. So select all these variants which we are using for our Indian company code. Copy this, change this to TMUS. Copy this to TMUS. Okay. So as per this one, as per April to March, so this is my October month, right? So October is like from April, I will consider as first April, May, June, July, August, September, October. October is a 7th period from April. So that is the reason we have given 7 here. But as per US, Jan is my first period. So from Jan to October, it will be 10. So I have to put 10 here. And this will be utilized for my non-leading ledger. Or you can put it as 7 to 10. That is also fine. Just press enter and save it. Now this is one important thing we have done. And the second most important thing is check the number ranges. So number ranges have been copied or not. To go to number ranges, we'll go to transaction code FPN1 and you have a company code TMUS and check intervals. So these are all 999 copied. Yeah, actually in real scenario, you will be putting as I have explained earlier, I'm just going on a shortcut way. But in real scenario, you will be putting a current year. Like this is 2023, you just put 2023. And as soon as you go to the next year, then change the number ranges to 2024. Every year, this activity you have to do so that the numbers which are there here will not be consumed on a same year and can be utilized the same number range every year so that you will have a big number range combination of year and the uh, number plus a company code. So once these numbers, complete numbers has been utilized, so then again you have to create a separate number range like that. So it is very difficult to maintain these things. So always use year dependent number ranges. Okay, so these are the important things which we have been done. Then now we'll check consistency check. Let's see if any missing information or a missing configuration is there. So for that, what we will do is we'll go to financial accounting again, fiscal financial account global setting. Under this, go to ledgers. Under ledgers, we also again go to ledgers. Yeah, before ledgers, we can directly cross check from here. Execute consistency check for general ledger settings. Execute this one and put your cursor on the find. Check Tata Motors GB for Great Britain. So no hits, so that is good. Then again go to Tata Motors US. Press enter. So here no hits, that is good. So means our settings have been done properly, so there is no issue at all. Still, I just wanted to cross check few things. Integration, under integration. So I just wanted to cross check Tata Motors US has been came here or not. Yes. So as we have copied it from India, so you will see that these are all transactions are coming in without the assignment or without doing a configuration. So these are all came in. After that, one more thing we can check is go to FS00, whether the here you will see that the GL accounts which we have created for testing of Tata Motors India has been reached out to or has been copied to Tata Motors US or not. Press enter. So here you will see Tata Motors US, and these are all copied as per the previous company code. So you have saved the time of doing this activity, right? So again, we'll check for Tata Motors GB whether it has been done or not. So you can see here, these are all copied. Okay, now other thing is profit center. So we have created two profit centers, right? So two or three profit centers we have created, and let's see and check that profit center has been copied to the this particular company codes or not. So to check that profit center, go to KS0 KE53 and give your controlling area as Tata Motors controlling area and select randomly one profit center. Let's say I will take Iago and press enter. So here we have a company code. So all these three company code is been extended. Now we'll go to cost centers. So in the cost centers, the thing is that you have to create separately for each company code. Still, we'll go and see why I'm saying we have to do it for each company code. So let's say this is the cost center which we have. Just press enter. So here you will see earlier this was not there. If you see in my previous sessions, this will not come here. So without this, the cost center has been created. Okay, now as we have extended to multiple company codes has been came in. So that is the reason you will see that the cost center we need to extend. So what we will do is we will create one cost center for each company code, US and for UK. So how we are going to do that one? I will go to transaction code KS01. So now for US, the cost center will be rent cost, US rent. And I'm giving any proper, not giving any proper naming, but we have to get this cost details from the team, like a business, and they will give you a proper details like what are their cost centers and all in the US. So US rent, rent for US office, rent for US office, and person responsible here is Keen. I'm just putting any name, and then give a cost center. It's administrator specific related expenses. Give hierarchy and give a company code, and this is specific to US. And profit center, you can use the same profit centers which we have. So I will give Tiago and save it. And for this one, for US we have rent we have used, and for GB, what I will do is it should be GB rent. So rent for UK office or a GB office. Great Britain office. Rent for Great United Kingdom office. And give a person responsible. Here the person responsible will be Flynn. And give the company code details here. It will be Great Britain, and if you want, you can give the same profit center and press enter and save it. So this is how you have to create a cost center for each company code, irrespective of extending like profit center, GL account, and everything will be extended by default to other company code, but cost center you cannot do it. Now there are few business partners and customers like suppliers and the we also created one supplier, two suppliers and the two customers, right? So what we can do is we'll see. It will not be extended, but still I want to show you FPL SE16N and give the table name as LFP1 and our series is 93 star and click on execute. So you will see here it is extended only to our company code TMIN. So now I want to extend this to US as well as I want to extend this to UK. Copy this one, go to business partner, give the business partner details, double click on it. Now click on supplier details and click on company code. So here you will see TMIN is been extended, and if I click on company code, so you will see only one company code is available. What I will do is I will go and click on edit option here, then click on switch company codes. When you click on switch company code, it will ask you to add a company code. So what I will do is I will add it to Tata Motors US. So the same supplier is been part of US, all means US company code also, means he is doing business with Tata Motors US also. If he is not doing, then we don't need to extend. If he is doing, then only we need to extend the supplier. I'm assuming that this particular supplier, Apple Inc., is also doing business with Tata Motors US. If he is not doing, then don't extend this one. So give the payable accounts and save it. Okay, now if I click on company codes, so you will see there are two company codes has been available. Let's do it for our other company code also. Switch company code. So I'm extend this to Tata Motors GB also. Give reconciliation account, press enter and save it. Okay, so this is how we have extended the same business partner or a supplier to two company codes which we additionally created, Tata Motors GB and the US. Cancel it. Now we'll go to cancel this one, save this one. I will come out of this. We'll go and check SC16N is my table view, and here I will check my KNP1. This is my customer related specific table, and give 93 stars. So we have, I think, we have gone with the same number range. So there are three customers are available. So Tata Motors India is only the customer available here. Copy this one, go back to a business partner, press enter, double click on it, then select here. Let me click on edit option here. So select here customer finance and click on company code. Here also you will see the company code India is available. So I will extend it to other company. You click on edit, then click on switch company code. Company code you can give Tata Motors US. See, basically customers very rarely you will find is doing a business with all the three company codes. Mostly 99%, 90% customer will not do a same customer will not do a business in US, business in UK, GB. Is specific to country they will do it. Hardly like out of 100%, only less than 1% or a 2% people will be doing a business. But I am explaining like how we can do or extend it to company code. You have to basically create a separate customers accounts or a vendor's account. But if there is something which is there for that particular country, you can do it or we can extend it. So switch company code, give here Tata Motors US, press enter, and it will ask for a recon account. Give this recon account and save it. Same way, click on switch account, give Tata Motors GB account, press enter, and give a reconciliation account and save it. So this is how you can extend your old customer to any other company code. But still, if you requirement is to create a new customer or a new vendor, so you just need to click on organization, or if it is a person, click as a person, organization. If you click as an organization, if it is a group, click as a group. And here the group which we have created for Tata Motors, so need to select that group. If it is a separate group, then you have to select a separate group. So we have created Tata Motors international customer and international. And so if it is a Tata Motors domestic or a international, so we have to select that one. So let's say for US, it is a Tata Motor domestic only because he is a domestic customer. If I create in India, it is a international customer. So TMDV Tata Motors domestic vendor. Sorry, Tata Motors domestic customers. Give the details. Select that. So for US, HP, not HP, will give MACD. MACD is a customer. MAC City, New York, postal code 12345. City, New York. You have to give all the complete details of that customers. So I'm just going with New York now. Country US and region as New York. Press enter and save it. So you will see this business partner has been created. Now we have to extend this business partner to a customer role. So we know that there is a role which is used for customer. customer finance. So select this customer role and click on company code. Now I want to extend this only to a US. So give TM US, press enter and give the reconciliation account here, customer, and save it. So you will see, first edit the standard address. Okay. So here we forgot to give the language. Okay. Then try to press enter and save it. So you will see that changes have been saved and the business partner has been created. Click on company code. You will see customer is also created. Likewise, if you want to create a vendor for US company code or a GB company code, let's say we'll try to create a vendor now for GB company code. Where is it? It's Tata Motors domestic vendor. Okay, and my vendor is Pin Office Builder. So we have taken a office for rent from this particular builder. Okay, and give the address and postal code. Let's put 12345 6. Country GB and region LON LND. Okay. Click on save. So you will see business partner is been created. Now we'll extend this business partner to our financial role. So how we can do that one? So here also we need to find the supplier with a FS company code role. Is it on the top? Let's come from a top. Vendor, not this one. Supplier, this is okay for purchase area, not this one. This is for customers, financial services. Come on, it is coming down. I am not able to still find the customer supplier specific group. Let me do it again. Somehow I missed somewhere. FS, it should start with F, the standard functionality, which we can extend it to finance. Not this one, not this one. Supplier. Okay, it should be 00. FLVN 00 somewhere should be there. Yeah, this one. Okay, this role. Now I can see the company code here. Give the company code details. I will still get the error because in the general data I have not given the let's do it. I have not given the details of English language or something. So give country as Tata company as Tata Motors GB. Press enter. Give a recon account here. So let me go to general data first. So the general data I should have given English language or a respective language here, and you should give all the fax, email details, and everything. Go to company code again, and this information is fine, and click on save. So this is how you will see the supplier number is also extended here. So this is how you can create additional suppliers or vendors. Now the second and the most important part of our area is non-leading ledger. So how I am going to use and how I am going to create my non-leading ledger. And this is very critical and important part. So go to SPRO and go to reference IMG. Go to financial accounting global setting, ledgers. Under ledgers, go to ledgers again. Define setting for ledger currency types. Here we have a non-leading ledger 0L. So just select that one and click on company code settings. You will not see Tata Motors India here. Same way you will not see Tata Motors specific any company codes. Okay, so then how can I extend this to my company code? So I want non-leading ledger 2LS to be extended to my company code. So how I can do that one? The first thing is, and also want to, yeah, so I'll also want to here for US, what is the currency which we have given? We have given currency as USD. And for United Kingdom, I have given currency as USD. Sorry, GBP. But Tata Motors is a local company of India and they are using currency as INR. And as per the leadership or as per the ownership of owners of an Tata Motors, they want to see even the transactions are in USD, they want to see a report in INR. Also, they want to see GBP reports also into an INR. So they globally want to see, they want to see reports INR. So how we are going to achieve this also? So for that, what we have to do is we have to go to currency conversion settings. And here we already know we have set Tata Motors India and here 30, it is defined at a client level and it is applicable for all the company codes. So, but we have to define here. So you will see here Tata Motors US has a currency as INR. If I go to the top, so Tata Motors GB is has a currency of INR. So from these settings, you will see transactions are posted in USD or any other currency also reflect in INR. Okay, so this is one setting. So this is one setting which is specific to INR is been done. But there is something which we already discussed like 10%, 5%, and there is a different fiscal year. So how we can do that one? So for that, what we have to do is Select this one, go to ledgers and select 2L. Double click on company code ledgers. Click on new entries. Here give the company code Tata Motors US. Okay, by default it will show you the V3 as April to March, but I want to change this to K4. This is my calendar year, Jan to December K4. So I want to change this to K4. And also recently I have created one posting period variant, which is my Tata Motors US. So this is how I will create my calendar year and the posting periods. So just press enter and save it. Okay, now I will go back one more step. For the same 2L ledger, I will create new entry, one more new entry, and I will keep my company code as Tata Motors GB. Press enter. So here I don't want to keep a separate financial year. So I will go with same to same financial year like India, April to March. So I will not make any changes. I will keep as it is and I will save. So this is how we are extending our company code specific information to a ledgers. So this is how you have to extend a ledgers. Now we'll also assign the accounting principles. So what I will do is I will create two accounting principles now. Reduce this one, parallel accounting, define accounting principles. So we'll create two accounting principles. One is for India and the other one is for UK. Tata Motors US and Tata Motors UK. That is basically a GB. So this I will call it as accounting principle for Tata Motors, accounting principle for US, and other one is I will call it as Tata Motors accounting principle for GB. That is for Great Britain, and save this one. So now save this one and go back one more step and assign accounting principle to ledgers. So here you have to click on new entries and give Tata Motors Tata Motors GB and Tata Motors US. GB and Tata Motors US, and target ledger will be your non-leading ledger. Or you can give your leading ledger also, not an issue. So from leading ledger, you will get all the values to these transactions. Means whatever is there, so it will also float from non-leading ledger to your. So it's totally based upon the company's requirement. We have to give this ledger entries. So leading ledger, which we already given, this is our leading ledger, right? So leading ledger TMIN is applicable for all. So we'll say that TMIN is applicable for all because that is from where you will get, and here we'll assign it to a ledger. Press enter. Posting is already ledger group 0L. Let me check what is the error I am getting. First, let me save this one. US, I will take it as 2L. Press enter. Now this error has came up. Let's go out of this screen. We'll do it that step again later, because sometimes, as we said, it will not pick up to L. Postings already exist. So let me delete this one. How come it's possible? It's the same error we all already faced earlier. Save this one. So Tata Motors GB will use non-leading ledger and save this one. Yes, see, Tata Motors US will use non-leading ledger 2L. Yeah, so that is what sometimes this test environment behave separately or differently. Okay. Then here, what we will do is we'll go to a ledger and then go to define ledger currency types. Select your 2L ledger. Go to company code settings. Go to company code Tata Motors US. Select this one. Double click on accounting principal. Click on new entries and give Tata Motors US and save this one. Then go to Tata Motors UK. Double click on it. Click on new entries. Tata Motors GB. and save it. So this is how the accounting principles which we have assigned. This is okay. Now we'll go back, and this will be a local requirement specific transactions will happen here. Now if I go to leading ledger and if I go to my company code, if I see here and go to position Tata Motors US, and if I select this one and double click on it, so you will see Tata Motors India we have assigned, and for UK GB also you will see the accounting principal as Tata Motor IN. Okay, so we'll not post any transaction to Tata Motors US and UK, and I will continue this lecture in the next part. So this is very critical important when you have a separate fiscal year, non-leading ledger. In the non-leading ledger, we have a fiscal year from Jan to December, and in the leading ledger, you have a fiscal year from April to March. So in that case, you have to create a technical clearing account or a technical ledger. So this is what SAP has recommended. So we have to create a technical ledger when we have a separate financial year. So we'll create a technical ledger in the next chapter, and how we are going to assign and all, we'll see. Before that, if we want to check, so what we can do is everything is working fine or not. We'll not post any transaction because ledger is very critical, and do not post any transactions unless and until we have completely set up our ledger concept. So ledger is something which will create a major issues in the project. So for that reason, major this combinations like the combination of leading ledger, company code, and accounting principle. So has to be 100% accurate. If any mistakes you have done on the ledger, then the entire project will go to a additional, means you will be spending more hours and will get it escalated. So it is very critical, and that is the reason uh, it will take some time on the asset side. So I will take it separately on the separate lecture. So the basic configuration which is needed, we have completed, but the configuration which we are going to do is we have to do it for this particular company. Okay, so before that, I will just do a dummy entries. I will not post any transaction. I am just trying to do a dummy entries to check if we are getting any errors or not. Go to FB60. Okay, now go to company code TMGP. Press enter and select the vendor. View the details. Reference IMG R2 RRR underscore 001. Expense GL. Oh, this is the expense GL. Code series Purchase account, yeah. Amount, give a 10,000 amount here. Then give a cost center. Just give a cost center which is specifically defined for here, Great Britain. Press enter. So you will see posting to account company code are only possible in currency INR. So there is some mistake has happened. So we just need to rectify this error. So what is this? So here it is saying that posting to account, that is a reconciliation account. So we need to rectify this particular transaction. So we'll go to FS00 GB and try to find that particular GL account. And go to control data. So here the currency is selected as INR, right? So it should be amounting account currency. So you can put it as GBP or you can select as local currency. Balance in local currency also. And save it. Move this one and save it. Okay, and now the same error you will get for US also. And all the recon accounts which we have created need to be changed. So here we have customer receivable account. This we will change it to GBP and save it. Then for US, we'll go to Tata Motors US. Same way we'll change it. The same thing to customer receivable USD that got selected correctly, but not sure why it has not happened for vendor payable. So this got selected correctly. Okay, now we'll close this screen. Let's press simulate. Okay. Company code TMG are only possible in currency INR. Why it is showing as INR? Posting to account 2020 are only possible in INR. GL account is managed in INR for this reason. Okay, we change this one. So what we can do is we'll go out of the screen again. We'll go back and enter the FP60 screen. Put all the information, same information again. Just press enter. Is only possible in currency INR. Okay. So yeah. While copying, there was a mistake happened. So that is the reason all these expense GL accounts which are there. So we have intentionally for GBP intentionally not maintained as GBP, right? So from where this error has coming up. So that is the critical important thing. So we'll change all the GL account to GBP and save this one. So again, you have to enter /n FP60 and give your all the vendor details again. Cost center, just press enter. I will just click on simulate. Yeah, at least simulation. I will not post any uh, transactions until I've set up all the asset specific config and all. Okay. Then we'll try for So manually I will change all this GL account to a GBP because only few accounts are there. Now we'll see one transaction for US. FB60. Let's say I need to change the company code first. Change the company code to Tata Motors US. Copy this account. Apple INC reference. We'll put the same reference. Cost center. Yeah, give the cost center. So let's click on simulate. Yeah, so it's also simulating. Means like major issues we will not face. So I will stop here, and the most important thing is the asset related settings which is needed for this particular company code. So this is a critical. So that is the reason I am not putting, and as we have two separate books also, right? So I want to show how we have to set up a asset accounting for if we have a two set of books. So this kind of simulations you can do it, but I recommend do not post any transaction unless and until you set up all your ledger specific transactions or configs. Okay, thanks.